giving 100%, what does that actually mean? Does it mean anything to you? Does it make you feel good to tell that to random people that you give 100%? Many females, like a particular YouTuber that I just now saw, they basically, females basically come and tell you if you cannot give them 100%, that they are not interested. The problem with today's society is that people believe that if they give 50%, then that is the equivalent of 100%. In particular, many females. And that percentage is dropping rapidly. Pretty much by every week, it drops rapidly. For most females, I would say. The problem with giving 100%, if you're a male, to things that will not give you financial gratitude or will not give you any strength of peace of mind. The problem with it is that when you give 100% to said female, you will find that you'll be lacking in giving 100% in your actual life and 100% in allowing yourself to advance in life. You will find you will be taking 10% off of maybe your time per day and about 30% of your energy per day dealing with said female, trying to keep up with her. As you can see, this 100% thing is kind of bothering me because I'm going to heed the warning to you, and I want you to try to focus because this will be a bomb dropper. My dear friend, you should never give 100% in anything where it does not enhance your life. And I will say this very deeply to you. If you're a man, you should never, ever give 100%, 70%, 50%, or 40% of your energy or yourself within a relationship. You should never, ever do it. Take heed to this warning. The problem with being a man in today's society is that you are expected to give 110% off the gate of encountering a female counterpart. With this expectation, it is the total exact opposite for the average female in America. With the obvious training of these females and the passing of information of training of said female, that even in the marriage proposal, it is this chivalry, or this type of, you have to bow down to this said female, and she's standing upright and arched in this almost propped up setting where she's faking this stance of being in charge, and you owe me this ring, while she stands and you kneel like a bitch. This was worldwide spread, especially around the United States. Everything has a meaning and symbolizes something. And when they try to push this same narrative throughout decades, you'll find that the once weak and submissive person will now elevate themselves without even trying, because of society and the things that they said. Now they have an automatic elevation where they will say they're doing or giving 100% to said male, but it is in their genes and within the pool of necessity that this 100% is not even clearly, it's very clear that the 100% is not there, and it is an illusion. They merely give 50%, depending on the type of female. They may even get up to 75%, but you're never ever going to get 100% out of today's females. My friend, the stigma of today's day and age is for you to give 100%. You cannot fall for this trap. What you need to be giving 100% is yourself. Anytime in the next 5 seconds that's coming up, all right, and the next hour, and so on and so forth, you're going to be bombarded by things that is going to make you try to make these bad decisions or good decisions. I call it the evil spirits and the good spirits. You have a balance of between. That's why you have a right brain and you have a left brain. The left brain is the more dominant and masculine, while the right brain is more of it's not submissive, but it's just the part of the brain that is for reason. You can make good decisions and so on and so forth. I believe that other people's brains are switched. Some people just have an opposite way of doing things. Hence, that's why there's right-handers and left-handers. Now, the thing about this balance is that you're going to have some people who are willing to give this 100%, and that's why I'm not saying all females, but then you'll have this majority, and it's off the top just thought of, I'm going to tell them I'm giving 100, but once I get to a certain level, I will make it blatantly obvious that I just wanted you for this particular thing. And I'm talking about said female. Now, to end that 100% deal with the females, you need to realize that giving a piece of yourself means your time. You don't have a lot of time. I know that you sit around, you do your daily things, and you feel as though, that this mundaneness is not going anywhere. But my friend, if you merely blink your eye, just merely take 2 seconds for yourself, you will see how far you have came. All the words that are coming out of my mouth, yes, I've studied and have went to school, used to read a lot of books and all of that. But taking consideration of what you have, what you didn't know before and what you know now. When you put 100% in yourself, you will find that you have this invisible power. You have this shield of protection, almost like this very comfort zone that is built within inside of you. Your 100% should be on yourselves. Don't even give today's days and age female even 10%. I know that's very low, but you cannot. You're dealing with some primitive beings here. Some beings who instead of taking a situation that could be changed for the better, instead of taking that situation, you will find that these particular type of females will find anything to disrupt the sanity that you have within the relationship. Very hard to describe. Once again, it's not every single female, but you will find that after 6 months or so, this quote unquote 100% that host array and other females in this world say that they give is totally erased, and the blankness on their face when they look at you is so obvious. It's not even funny. I don't suggest you to even try to put 100 or even 90% in any person that you come across, because everyone in this world is an individual, and the word individual means, and to me, part of it has to be a Latin term or whatnot, but the individual means in, okay? D means divide. You're divided. You're not nowhere. I'm sitting in a room right now, and I've talked to 1,000 friends of mine in my whole entire life, okay? And not one of those conversations will enhance my life. Not one of them even matter. Nothing matters for you to try to put your 100% in it and to get nothing out of it. Most of those friends now I don't even talk to. You know, like, I knew it even back then in high school. I said, none of this is going to last. And my path that I'm choosing in life, it's not dealing with any of these people. I knew in about 6th or 7th grade, when I opened my eyes, I said, I need to get as much cat as I can and talk to how many females I can, because right now they're obviously lacking in the being a bitch mode. And that was back in 2000, and actually 2000. That was back in 2000. That's how old I am. But I knew to get as many females and all of this and all of that, it was very easy because you're at school. And I knew once I got out of school that it would be a much harder playing field. Just even looking at my parents just made me say, hey, this is going to suck, but I need to have as much fun as I can, because when I get out here, friends don't make you any money. So stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be a deep subject, but when you open your eyes and you focus on what I'm trying to tell you, you really connect to what I'm saying. Thanks. Remember, give 100% to yourself. Alright, that's very simple. It's called stop, breathe, and think.